man, I'm all dusty. What's up, guys? Today we're going to clean up this Nibbler that unfortunately is not mine. This is a fellow arcade collector. Was about 45 minutes from me. Talked a bunch online, and he hit me up and asked if I could repaint it, fix some cracked corners. Actually, this piece was hanging off too, and repaint it, put some art, and just give it a overhaul facelift. So that's what we're gonna do today. I went ahead and repaired some parts on the body. You can see my Bondo work there. Like that chunk of corner was missing. Same thing down here was all chipped up. This I don't even know what you want to call this. This is actually separate from the cab. I don't know. The whole thing was just dangling off. So I went ahead and glued that back together and reinforced it. But other than that, the cab was in pretty decent shape as far as structure goes. We got some like cigarette burns here on the control panel overlay, which is typical. These things were probably in bars, and I guess you'd smoke in arcades back then. I don't know. I was little, and I was doing some test green paint. So anyway, I do need a Bondo. I do need a primer before we do any painting. So let me go ahead and slap some primer on this bad boy and see if we can't get this thing looking clean again. Alright, so we're using, primer, all over the place. So we're working with an MDF particle board cabinet. So because of that, it's more porous than like plywood, not even in the frame. More porous than plywood. Let's fix this. Oh, can you see all the freaking dust in my hair from saying this thing? Anyway. It's an MDF cab, which is more porous than your typical like plywood. It's particle board, so it's compressed board, and so because of that, because it's porous, it takes in paint, kind of like a sponge. So you do not want to use like a water-based primer or water-based latex. So what I read was that if you use an oil-based, it doesn't absorb as much. And actually what they recommend, this is coming from like an MDF cabinet refinishing website that exists. So they recommend you put on the oil-based primer, sand again because it might absorb a little bit and give you like a little bit of a fuzz. So sand it again and then put more primer on top of it. And then the paint we're going to use is the same thing as oil-based white paint. So white paint on the sides. And we're going to do green spray paint on the inside, which we got Valspar, out of focus, Gloss, Valspar, paint and primer. What the hell color is this? Luscious Green. It doesn't say on the front, it's buried in the back. And this thing is actually, it looks damn near identical to, I always forget to put this thing into focus. But if you put it up next to, well, this is kind of dingy and dirty, but the bezel, it looks almost exactly the same, if not the same. So that's what we're gonna do on the inside, and the top and back door. Oh, because it's oil-based, it's gonna take forever to dry. So it'd probably be 24 hours till we get to do a second coat of primer. So yeah, let it set. Don't mess with it too early. Let it adhere to the cab. All right, let's prime. freaking battery died. And I got a haircut. That's how long it's been. No, it's only been a day. But, so we finished priming. That's all you missed with the battery dying. We got all the sides, the insides primed. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. This isn't gonna be the final paint job, so you can see it's a little splotchy, but as long as you coat it enough for the paint to adhere to it, that's fine. And I actually think about doing even another coat of primer just to, well, it's primer and cover up, like it gets rid of stains. And just because we have like some patchy, blotchy stuff here. The actual paint I put on actually might cover that, but just to be safe, I'll probably do another coat of primer. But because of the size, I can wait. What I do want to do is get this front painted, which is going to be that Luscious Green from Valspar. So we're going to cover up that monitor because it's going to be easier than just taking it out and covering that hole there. So I'm just going to run some like paper bags across or some plastic or something and wheel this outside so we don't get spray paint dust all over my garage. And then we can use the natural light to make sure there's no like tiger striping from the spray paint. That's the one thing you need to be careful with when you do rattle cans. But yeah, so we should get the green painted and then let that dry. Then we'll do the sides with that white oil paint. Alright guys, we are done with this Rock-Ola Nibber facelift. We got the side art on, we got the white paint, white oil-based primer, oil-based paint, some Bondo work done, green paint, if you remember this was black, side art. Oh, and ignore these things for now. There was this rail right here was looser than I wanted it to be, so I ended up putting a bead of liquid nail to kind of sandwich it together. I'm using this piece of old scrap T-molding to make sure my groove isn't too loose or too tight. So that'll keep it right where it needs to be. So when this dries, I can just pull this up and we can get a fresh piece of T-molding in there. That's it. Really the only thing we have left to do is the T-molding. And the guy, Ken, that I'm doing this for, he's actually working on some custom T-molding to go along with the Nibbler pattern. And let's see if we can get a picture of Nibbler himself. So it's actually the point of the game is it's kind of like that game Snake on like Windows 95, I think it was, where as you progress through the maze, your snake actually gets longer. And well, you can see right there in the attract mode. So the point is to not run into your own ass, essentially. So as you get longer, you still need to collect each one of these, I don't know what that is, diamonds, fruit. So it's kind of like a take on like Pac-Man mixed with Tron. It's pretty awesome. But anyway, if you see the red snake with the white diamond, that's actually what the pattern is going to look like for the T-molding. And he's supposed to ship it to me, but I finished this a little bit earlier, so I don't know if he wants to come pick it up now. I hope he likes it. We had a lot of work done on this thing. New control panel overlay. Painted the, what do you want to call these, retaining brackets. All the metal. Cleaned this up, painted the screws up. Could use some new buttons, they're a little dingy. We painted the coin door. We got the coin door foil sticker on, which is being a pain. I'm gonna have to figure out something here. The adhesive on this sticker isn't very good. It keeps wanting to peel up a little bit, so I'm constantly having to re-seal it. What else we? Oh yeah, we repaired this thing, which I didn't film, but similar to the thing up there. This was literally coming off, like you could bend it all the way over here, and I put another bead of liquid nail and sandwiched it in place, so that's not going anywhere. See a little bit of Bondo work in there. We fixed this corner right here. This was snapped off completely. Now we got this rounded out to match this side that's a little rounded out. And yeah, marquee was already in good shape. So, you know what's left? Let's coin this up, pretend it's mine for a second, and play it for a minute. I'm already getting anxiety. Where am I gonna go? Aha! There we go. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, and it gets progressively harder. The mazes get harder, and the snake gets faster. And I'm awful at this game. It's hard to do this one-handed too, with a camera, and I'm trying to talk at the same time. It's just a mess. Actually, I'm not doing too bad. See how I'm half paying attention right now. Oh man. It's nerve-wracking. snake isn't, you know what, I'm not even gonna say that. I was just opening myself up to it. That's what she said joke. Come on, get that last one. So that's it. I'm gonna quit playing. I don't know what happens if you... Oh, he turns automatically. Anyway, so, sorry. I'm like half paying attention to the camera. So that's Nibbler. It's a pretty awesome game. I really want one now after playing this one and worked on it for so long. Actually, I can crank this out pretty fast. This is only about... I've had it in my possession for about 3 weeks, and yeah, this is actually a faster turnaround than most of my projects. Probably just because it wasn't mine, so I felt more inclined to get it finished on time and get it back to its rightful owner. Well, let's step back and admire the work that we've done. Oh man, let's just kill this snake. This beeping's killing me. There we go. Nibbler ran out of time. Okay, anyway. So, let's go ahead and shut this off. So, yeah, let's hope the owner likes it. I think he's gonna like it. It's night and day compared to what it was when it was all, well, you saw what it looked like before. So anyway, alright, I'm gonna shut the camera off now, give Ken a text, and see when he wants to come pick this bad boy up. Alright, thanks guys for checking out the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want to see more stuff like this, I got a whole mess of projects in the works over there and over here. So, yeah, we need to get back on track with everything in the garage. Alright guys, well I'll see you next time. Later.